Hey guys, welcome back to another episode to the podcast. I'm here with the boys again. I got Kenny and
Hey.
Matt.
Hey.
He seems very focused. Don't worry, he's just editing right now. And we also got Ben again. Hi Ben.
Yo.
Okay,
You can
so
continue.
no, what's up?
So you can just say screw it, he's part of the group.
Yeah, he's part of the group. Welcome to the group. We have another friend. That's good. That's good. Thank God. All right. So as you guys know, and you clicked into this, this is going to be a discussion about SCP. So SCP Containment Breach, the very famous next of the step of creepypasta that came out many years ago. So
I was researching both.
So, how immersed are you in the knowledge of SCP? Are you?
I know bits and pieces, but
My knowledge is mild at best.
same here.
I had researched it years ago, but not really recently, so I don't know about too many of the newer ones.
Yeah, I hear you. So, I'm not saying like I am the most immersed in the knowledge of SCP, but it's really neat to know that the examples of these SCPs, like we all know about SCP, Containment Breach, one of the biggest ones that came out in 2011, if I'm correct, 2011 or 12 it came out. The game did, and I think it was 173, the Peanut. Again, we're all very well known and immersed with the Peanut. Does everyone know the Peanut?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Did
He's
everyone
become more peanut shaped lately because it turned out his original picture was kind of majorly copyright because it was a art structure in France, I believe.
Friends?
France.
Oh, I think they said friends, and I'm like, what the hell is
Convenient.
Jennifer? What is she doing here?
Handler and
Chandler, and may he rest in peace. He's actually no longer alive.
yeah.
But I played SCP with Matt and Kenny before in the past.
We need to play it again.
See, I didn't play because my computer crashed
Yeah.
every single time.
Well, me and Kenny are well immersed into it. I'm not the greatest at it, but I learned a lot of things. Like 173, I have the wiki pulled up because it's kind of cool to look at the old SCP days type shit. 173 is a humanoid statue composed of rebar, concrete, and spray paint. So there is like no flesh. It's an immobile when directly observed, but it attacks people and breaks their neck when line of sight with it is broken. It is extremely fast, to the point where it can move multiple meters when the observer blinks. In real life, SCP is notable for being the first SCP ever written, which is actually true. Which is really cool. Ah, good God, this is so cool. There's so many examples. How many SCPs are there? I gotta look at this.
Ooh,
5,000. Last I checked, there was
Yeah.
5,000.
I mean,
I
my
see.
page only has 999.
7,000 SCP objects. As of August of 2023, the article exists over 7,000 SCP objects. New articles are written and published frequently by contributors. Oh my God, there's also short stories on the SCP wiki. Oh my God.
Our current highest numbered SCP that has been given a actual point inside the wiki is 7,999.
Oh my God, I'm in the SCP series content archives right
So
now.
am I.
Oh my God. Awaiting the declassification. It's blocked?
Oh my gosh, there was so many more that I didn't realize. Yeah, there's like, well, I didn't know that my page went that far. It goes all the way up to 8,999.
The zombie plague. What is that?
Ooh, I think I had heard about that one, but I don't remember. What number is that one?
SCP-008. Object class elucid. Oh, okay. Special containment procedures. SCP-008 samples have been deemed class 5 extreme biological hazards. What the fuck is this? All relative protocols apply. Incinerate and irradiation measures will be deployed in the event of a political and military action which may result in the facility being dismantled, a power failure, or zero communications from operatives or outside channels during any given 8-hour period. What the fuck? What is this known as? The zombie?
Zombie plague. Red ice?
Dude,
Also,
we gotta start looking at these.
Yeah, we do need to
the
start doing more.
classification you were pronouncing there is Euclid, not elucid.
Oh, well, it means, dangerous, right? Or...
It's one of the more dangerous one. It's one of the higher points. I believe it's uncontrollable. Let me look up what the classifications actually mean.
Also, funny thing how while we're talking about SCP, so this Wednesday we are going to probably record a Lethal Company mod about SCP.
Yeah, that is actually neat.
We might be doing it.
We might. It's up to them. I mean, we are chaotically trying to work with my schedule on my work schedule right now. Because, holy shit, we got a lot of work to do on Wednesday and Thursday for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Because I think we're going to be doing a lot, but we got this. I mean, God, this is actually neat. Matt, I got to share this to you, bud. I have to.
Okay, go for it.
This is amazing. Holy...
Are you going to share your screen, or are you going to send it?
Oh, I'm sending you the link. We're on Discord.
The classifications, safe is obvious. Euclid requires more resources to contain completely, or where containment isn't always reliable.
Oh, so it means it will.
It's any SCP that is insufficiently understood or is inherently unpredictable.
Okay.
Keter class, or
dangerous, are the ones that break
difficult
out.
to contain or haven't been contained yet. Generally, resources used to contain these SCPs are very limited, yet they need much of the resources to contain it. Does it mean the SCP is dangerous? Just difficult to contain. For example, anomalies that teleport may not be dangerous, but may be difficult to track down and kept under locks.
Oh my god, this is
Then you have Thaumiel, which are specifically SCPs used by personnel in containing or counteracting other SCPs. Neutralized, which is pretty obvious. Apollyon, which are impossible to contain and or are expected to breach containment very often, as in more often than the Keter class anomalies, usually associated with world-ending threats, or K class scenarios. And finally, Archon, SCPs that can be contained but are not due to their positive anomalous effects on our planet's reality.
This is I really think I should make a video just looking at SCP shit. This is actually amazing. Matt, are you looking at this?
Yeah, I am.
Dude, description is amazing. Like, I don't know when this was made. I don't know when this was made, who made this. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 SCP by series now, by 100. Each series is from 100 SCPs.
001 to 999. So like
series 1. That's a series 1 right here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We
Even tells you
one of-
symptoms of the infection of SCP-008 manifest
Yeah.
no more than 3 hours after exposure and include flu-like symptoms with high fever plus severe dementia and later symptoms? What is this? Coma onset approximately 20 hours after the first symptom appears, 12 hours after noticeable dementia. Coma onset will consider onset of death. Oh my god.
Okay, since no one's really asked this, what is your favorite SCP that you know of?
Ooh.
Shy Guy. Shy Guy, hands down, is one of my favorites. I actually
I
do.
need to go remember the numbering.
Is it 047? I think. Is it 047? I think it's 047.
Thought he was no, that's a different one. Okay, is he 7?
I think he
No,
is.
7's 047 is a microbiological thing.
Is it 7? Well, I don't remember then. Which is?
Hold on.
It's
Shy
a
Guy
one-
is 096.
096? Okay, it's been a while, sorry. Now, Shy Guy is one of my favorites because he's actually scared the hell out of me when I first played SCP, and I think it scared the shit out of Kenny too, because when we both wandered into him, Kenny got murdered. And I think this is when the days I was recording with the Man Games, Albert, and he introduced me a bit of SCP, and we did play the multiplayer. We did beat the multiplayer SCP Containment Breach, but there was a lot of times that we had died, and God, it's just amazing that I actually got that. This was the one that scared me the most, even though God, what's his name? The guy that can walk between shadows of the world. That's another good one. God, this is
My personal favorites are stuck between 2. My favorites would have to be 682 or 049.
049?
049 or 682.
What is
049
682?
is the Plague Doctor.
Oh,
689, you said, right?
682, which is the Unkillable Lizard.
Oh no, not that guy. Oh my god.
And yeah, 049 is just also a fucking amazing one for me personally. But that's also partial just due to my own obsession of death.
why the Plague Doctor then?
Well, exactly. My obsession with death.
You just like the
Plague
Plague
Doctor,
Doctor mask.
I mean, the Plague Doctor
Well-
mask is cool, but he's trying to cure death.
There.
And on top of that, a single touch on him will just instantly kill you. He pokes you slightly, you're dead.
Fair enough, fair enough.
What the fuck? There's a thing known as SCP-352 known as the Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Yaga.
I've heard it pronounced both ways. Yaga.
Baba Yaga. The boogeyman.
I will quickly look up the pronunciation of the Russian witch.
Well, he wasn't exactly the boogeyman. He was one you sent to kill the fucking boogeyman.
All right, John Wick.
It's
We aren't
Baba
doing
Yaga.
this.
And
Baba
we're not
Yaga.
talking about John Wick. It's Baba Yaga, and it originates mythology-wise as a witch in Russian mythos.
This is actually amazing. I'm actually looking at all of these, and this is actually amazing to see. I'm really enjoying myself. There's a SCP-247, a harmless kitten.
What does that do?
Please just tell me it's someone's kitten.
I don't know, but in case of a containment breach, the entire wing must be evacuated and all live footage of the incident heavily censored. The area SCP-247 occupies will be sealed off and gassed, followed by the return of SCP-247 to containment. For any reason this should be impossible, the retrieval team will be sent armed with heavy tranquilizer rifles. Retrieval team agents must be specifically selected for high reflexes, excellent marksmanship, and unquestioning obedience, and low empathy scores. What? Okay.
I don't think this is a very harmless kitten.
Described. SCP-247 is a Bengal tiger, adult female, which to all observers appears to be a harmless cat with an orange and black striped coat resembling that of a tiger. Remotely feeds and still photos also shows the solution, though it's unknown whether the photo itself is affected or merely observer. The true nature of it confirmed by analysis of weight, water, and displacement. The dental molds made from bite marks. It can. All right, so it has an illusion making it look like it's a kitten, but it's actually a tiger.
Oh. Right.
That's the anomalous effect. Not that it's actually a fucking dangerous SCP beyond being a tiger's capable of danger, but
No. I would want to see
it is.
the.
Oh, no, hang on. There's more. Hang on, buddy. Let me tell you this. Yeah, I was right about that then. Typically, 247 will begin to purr or meow when approached by a human. The human will remark that this is adorable and approach to pet the subject. This has been observed even in persons who strongly dislike cats. 247 has been known to accept affection from its victims for upwards of 7 minutes before disemboweling them and devouring them. Oh my god.
I mean, the good news is when a cat kills something, they typically make it quick.
Okay.
I don't know what this is. There is so many things. This is weird. Oh my god, this is so weird. They did experiments?
Of course they did experiments. It's the SCP Foundation.
Yeah, I've never known them not to do an experiment on every last one of their.
Dude, this is intense.
I mean, the only one I don't think they've done experiments on are the ones that willingly come in, like God or Cthulhu.
God. Guys,
That's
try to
what's
find one.
Cthulhu.
Try to find one. I want to see you guys find one that
I
catches your
found a
eye.
few of them.
Alright, which
found
one?
A few of them.
What do you find, Matt?
Hold on, where was it?
Kind of curious.
Like, how? What do you mean by catching?
Which one catches your eye, and let me know what it is entirely. I'm kind of curious.
This one seems a bit weird,
Uh-huh.
but the coffee machine.
What?
The coffee machine. SCP.
I know which one you're talking about.
294.
The one that gives you like random liquid from the coffee machine.
I don't know.
The one Dr. Light's not allowed to use anymore because he produced a liquid orgasm. I'm trying to find one I loved, but I can't remember its number.
I found another one. SCP-169, known as the Leviathan.
Oh yeah, I did a very limited amount of research on that one.
This one is a Keter object class. Because of its size, SCP-169 cannot and almost certainly will never be contained. No structure on Earth is large enough or strong enough to contain 169. The location of SCP-169 is not precisely known, but imaging satellites analysis of eccentric cities. I think
Eccentric.
that's eccentric cities. Yeah, and the Earth's orbit suggests that 169 is located in southern Atlantic Ocean, possibly stretched around the tip of the South America. Oh my god. So it is a surmised to be a marine arthropod of enormous size known as the Leviathan. By generations of sailors and oh my god, okay. By generations of sailors and oral history, yes, oral, I'm not Ryan, O-R-A-L, presumed at first to be a myth. 169 was detected on blank 19 by Mobile Task Force Gamma 6 during investigation of paranormal activity around blankety blank 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 coordinates blank 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 with blank 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 blank. Discovered that the archipelago, is that archipelago?
Archipelago.
Yes, I was close. I tried. To have moved at least 3 kilometers from its original location. Okay, this is... What the hell is this?
It is one mean motherfucker.
So I found another one that's weird.
Yeah, what did you find?
All right.
SCP 743. The
What?
chocolate fountain.
The chocolate
Oh,
thumb?
I saw that one, but
743?
743. The chocolate fountain.
Ooh.
I found one of my favorites. When
What
we're
is
done with
this?
Chocolate Fountain.
Look at it.
A 743 is to be kept in a level 4 carbon steel secure container. 1.5 meter times 75 centimeter times 75 centimeter. No less than 5 centimeter thick. This container will itself be kept in a level 4 secure room. 10 meter by 10 meter with enhanced hard metal lining. Full array of redundant sensors with the container will remain trained on 743. Another array of sensors will watch the container from any sites of breach. Oh my god, with video, audio, data feeds of all arrays will pass to the control room, maimed at many times by at least 2 personnel. By abnormal aggressive activity by 743 must be immediately reported to level 4 staff. What the hell does this thing do? So it's a stainless steel chocolate fountain. Produce chocolate fountains. So it has a laser etched logo for Sepra, a company that specializes in making chocolate fountains. Seems to be pristine condition, immaculately clean, well polished, and completely undamaged. It can be disassembled into component parts: base, auger, cylinder, tiers, and crown, but standard examination of the individual components do not reveal any unusual traits. What?
Keep reading.
Okay, so when organic material is available nearby, a stream of small brown-like entities start pouring out of the 743. These ants, which number in the millions, swarm all over the available animal, plant, fungal material, cutting small pieces of their materials with their pincers, carrying chunks in. Oh no!
There we go. Keep reading.
Consuming live humans. It seems to prefer live humans. Dead humans, animal, plants, fungi, and even processed animal and plant material. These ants have been known to travel more than blank 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 km round trip, bringing carcass piece by piece back to 743. Oh my god.
Yep. Okay, Ben, what was yours?
What the fuck?
SCP-2935.
293.
And it is a doozy to read, especially if you read the exploratory mission logs.
Okay.
Huh.
Now, what's about this one that's scary?
I can read all of it if y'all want.
It's your choice. You want to say what you're?
Let me turn off the controller of my Xbox so I can get up here and read this. This is a doozy. Special containment procedures. The entrance of SCP-2935 has been sealed with concrete, and access to SCP-2935 is forbidden. Description: SCP-2935 is a space-time anomaly existing within a limestone cave beneath a cemetery near Joppa, Indiana. The cemetery, whose last interred individual died in 1908, was discovered by a Foundation personnel after radio signals were discovered emanating from SCP-2935. See Addendum 2935.1 below. The SCP-2935 anomaly was a nearly exact replicate reality of modern Earth in the year 2016, with the primary exception being that all life, including both biological and non-biological, as well as any sentient entities, machines, computers, or other lifelike phenomenon within SCP-2935 ended on April 20th, 2016. Information gathered by the Mobile Task Force, who initially entered SCP-2935 for reconnaissance purposes, points to the conclusion that all life forms within SCP-2935 suddenly and without warning expired sometime between the hours of 0300 and 0400 EST. The reason for this is currently uncertain. Addendum 2935.1 Discovery. On April 28, 2016, at roughly 0500 EST, a radio signal was detected by communications personnel at Site 81 near Bloomington, Indiana. This signal, through distorted and unintelligible, was traced to the unincorporated area of Joppa, Indiana, near U.S. Interstate 70. Site 81 personnel in Indianapolis were dispatched to determine the source of the signal as per Foundation policy and discovered SCP-2935. During the examination of the area, upon initial entry into SCP-2935, the aforementioned personnel were uncertain that they had actually discovered an anomaly, instead believing their drone had exited the other side of the cave. This was quickly corrected during observation of the surrounding area, and upon picking up the undistorted radio broadcast they had been searching for, the broadcast, which appeared to have been repeating on a loop since April 20th, was an automated message originating from Site 81 within the SCP-2935 reality. The full transcription of the message is as follows. This is an automated emergency broadcast from the SCP Foundation and your national government. One or more of our sites is currently experiencing a communication breakdown, likely due to a contamination breach of unknown magnitude. All citizens are ordered to stay in their homes as containment teams work to secure the breach. This message will broadcast from April 20th, 2016 until the message cut out suddenly and repeats. Afterwards, the Site 81 personnel contacted Site Command, Mobile Task Force Epsilon 13, Manifest Destiny, was immediately assigned to examination and exploration of SCP-2935. Addendum 2935.2 Exploration of SCP-2935. Exploration of SCP-2935 by MTF Epsilon 13 took place over 4 separate missions, 3 manned and 1 unmanned. During these missions, several artifacts and pieces of information were covered, and a full list with descriptions is available in Addendum 2935.3.
Holy shit.
And when they say every life form inside this reality suddenly died, they mean every life form. As in, if you read Exploratory Mission 2935.2, codename Overland, they directly come across the corpse of 682.
Oh my. Hey Kenny, do you got one? Actually, I'm kind of curious. You've been quiet.
Yeah, it's a very weird one.
Oh.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm interested.
Okay.
Ben,
It
that was
is-
good. Ben, that was good though.
SCP-682, the hard to destroy reptile.
What about Kenny? Hang on. I'm waiting on Kenny.
SCP-3120 Help Desk.
Help desk?
Oh god, this is gonna be interesting.
Its object class is Thaumiel.
Thumb?
SCP
So one of the helpful ones.
Oh yeah, let me look this up.
SCP-3120 is to be powered off and kept in a storage locker in the communications office of Site 81. One person in the administrative staff of each Foundation secure facility is to be granted level 5/3120 clearance and
Okay.
brief on the properties of SCP-3120.
Hold on. Let me read this first, because now you say Thaumiel, right?
Yeah.
Level 5 security clearances of Thaumiel are given to the highest ranking administrative personnel within the Foundation and grant effect. Hang on, I gotta see what this is. I'm kind of curious. I want people to know this. Access to all, yeah. So the highest rank administration personnel within the Foundation and grant effective unlimited access to all strategic and otherwise sensitive data. Level 5 security clearances are typically only granted to the O5 council members and selected staff. Okay, continue now. I just want to see what
If
that
the
was.
conditions outlined in document 3120 Omicron are met, any person with level 5/3120 clearance may broadcast a 3120 Omicron signal. Omicron signal?
Omicron?
Omicron.
Is it
Omicron?
ARCHON?
Or is it OMI?
It's
CRON?
OMI.
Okay, what
CRON.
is
Omicron.
Omicron? What is Omicron? Never heard of that.
Well, it's going to tell you this. If the communication office... oh. That's weird. If the communication office of Site 81 receives a confirmation 3120 Omicron signal, SCP-3120 is to be powered on, and a staff member with clearance level 4 or higher is to use it as appropriate. Access restricted, blah. SCP-3120 is a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge smartphone with silver finish and English language interface. Its fingerprint recognition is apparently faulty, as any human can unlock the device with the print of a thumb or index finger. Both its lock screen and wallpaper consist of a white background with centered Arial bold text, with the lock screen reading "Information should be free" and the wallpaper reading "Intellectual property is spiritual theft." SCP-3120 is unable to receive Wi-Fi signals or cell service of any kind. It has applications installed that are consistent with factory settings of a device of the same model, but only the phone and contacts applications can be launched. The device has only one contact saved under the name of Help Desk. The telephone number saved with this contact is +1 218 blank blank. Attempts to call this number are always successful and result in a caller being connected to an entity designated SCP-3120-1.
Huh.
Footnotes of interest is the fact that non-humans and human analogs cannot unlock the device. Humans with prosthetic hands, however, are still capable of unlocking the device using their
Artificial hand.
prosthesis.
Yeah, the prosthesis they can.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Attempts to add other contacts have been unsuccessful, which is a valid but unregistered number in or near Bemidji, MN. When using SCP-3120, attempts to call it using other telephones are unsuccessful, as are attempts to call other numbers using SCP-3120, including the New York Times, the Washington Post, Le Monde, and Izvestia, Dagens, okay, who legally changed her name to Jane Doe on blank blank 2012. Miss Doe's name was formerly, yeah, it doesn't actually give a name, so. And then it has some documents that I really don't want to go over.
Okay, that's spooky. Weirdish.
Yeah.
A galaxy
These
phone.
guys went through a lot of work.
I got one for you guys. This one, this is a little affecting on our childhood, I guess. SCP-490, which is, if I am correct, I have to go back to read this. 490, right? 490? The ice cream truck. Yeah, this is also known
remember
as
that one.
Object Class Safe. Not really. Hold on, let me read this. So, 490 is to be made in a storage garage 17 Golf. A garage 17 Golf has been heavily soundproofed. It is its door replaced with a soundproof door with an interior code lock. So 490 is to have all 4 wheels disabled through the standard parking boots, so that weird thing that clumps on the tires, and is to be kept chained at all times to 4 bidium eye bolts, sank into the minimal of 3 meters into solid concrete floor. So, it is an ice cream truck dating to 1960s constructed by blank. It seems to be mechanically standard except for the audio system, which does not respond to operators, though it appears to be in working order. The key to the vehicle is fastened in ignition and cannot be extracted by any means. 490 can be driven, fueled by diesel engine originally made for the truck, and functions properly in all ways compared to other vehicles of the same model. Between 2 and 5 a.m. local time, 490 will operate itself, drive at a low speed and a random circuit through local roadways. At this time, it will function as in peak condition, while playing a tune from its speakers. The tune has not been identified, but resembles music playing on a non-anomalous trucks of the same make. However, the tune never loops. No proportions can be identified as yet. Recorded proportions do not carry the anomalous effect. Any individual, this is where it gets twisted. Any individual who hears the music will start advancing towards the vehicle, ignoring any instructions to stop. Until reaching the vehicle, the back doors to the truck will open, and the person will step inside with the doors closing behind him or her. The doors become sealed and impossible to open by regular means, and if tampered with, data expunged. So that means that data has not been said. If there are multiple subjects affected, then each will line up and wait for the doors to open again, or until the 3-hour window has elapsed. Subjects outside the vehicle when the time lapse will wonder in the apparent confusion when interviewed. They appear to have no memory of the event. After 5 a.m., 490 will lose its abnormal ability, and the back doors will open. Any person that entered the truck during the time the music was playing will have vanished. The freezers will have been stocked with frozen treats. Through the treats will contain traditional flavors: chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. The wrappers advertise a surprise flavor. The super surprise flavor stated is human flesh incorporated into the product, which DNA testing has proven to be that of the subject who entered the vehicle and subsequently vanished. So, apparently it was discovered in Massachusetts, located in a parking lot of a bank, which has been towed in an impound yard. The object had a parking boot attached to it, therefore it could not escape. So, God, this is weird, man. This is so weird.
Yeah, a bit.
Oh my God. So, shortly after the disappearance of several residents from the nearby trailer park, a team of Foundation agents were sent in to investigate. Discovering the truck and the contents, the team paid for the fine for it and drove it to Site 17. During the trip, it activated, causing the death of all team members except for Agent Blank, who has driven the team's vehicle and realized what was causing his teammates to become entranced. So they were several more agents equipped with ear protection arrived. 490 showed aggression when blocked by several Foundation vehicles and started ramming into them. Oh my God. So after an hour and 43 minutes of chasing 490 through the back roads, it deactivated and was moved to Site Blank on a flatbed truck. That's all it says. Dude, that is terrifying. I'm sorry. An ice cream shot that becomes like abnormally active and takes people into the back of the fucking truck. That is by far the creepiest fucking one I've seen. That is terrifying.
Okay, so I found one. It's gonna be a little bit of a a throwback for some of us who
I
have.
have. Before we
Yeah.
get into anything else that's a little creepy, I have something that will at least bring us back up to a jovial mood.
I'm ready.
I have the list of everything Dr. Bright is not allowed to do in the Foundations.
Who's
Yes.
who's
Yes.
who is Dr. Bright?
Okay. A doctor who's kind of immortal because he's actually an SCP amulet. And will take
Alright,
over
let
the
me know.
mind of anything. Here's everything he's not allowed to do. Dr. Bright is not allowed to sell SCPs on Craigslist or eBay. In fact, don't let him sell SCPs anywhere. Dr. Bright is not allowed to inform new recruits that he is the head of the Foundation. My mom made me do it is not a viable excuse. Surprisingly, Dr. Bright is not an SCP and is not allowed to inform anyone otherwise, despite the fact that he's connected to an amulet. Dr. Bright is not allowed to request "Your Mom Gay" from SCP-294. Dr. Bright is not allowed to make any puns relating to his last name. We do not have a sister company known as the Bright Ideas Foundation that is ran by Dr. Bright. Dr. Bright is not the king of anywhere or queen. Although it is entirely possible to use SCPs currently under the control of the Foundation to create tentacle monsters, no, not even if Dr. Palmer asks nicely. Pokemon are not and will never be SCPs. Dr. Bright is not allowed to edit this list. Dr. Bright is not allowed to produce SCP-themed pornography. Dr. Bright is not allowed to film a movie called Staring Contest with SCP-096. SCP-8121 is not the COVID-19 virus, neither is Site-19.
Okay.
SCP-001 is not Dr. Bright penis.
Penis. Huh?
He's a fucking legend.
Oh my god. Matt, what do you have? I think I heard you say you found something.
Kenny did.
Fucking 54 things
That was
Dr. Bright's
Kenny.
not allowed to do.
So, here's the weird thing about this one. So I found SCP-8036.
What is this one?
Cujo.
Cujo? Cujo or Hujo?
Cujo.
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 Okay, what is this class?
His class is containment class is Keter.
Okay, Keter, if I remember, is that are very difficult to contain or haven't been yet been contained. Generally, the resources used to contain these SCPs are often very limited. If I remember that correctly.
Okay.
They also require a lot of said resource.
Yeah, I'm
And
reading
then
this.
his disruption class is Kinect. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Hang on, I'm reading the Keter a little bit more. Just trying
Am I
to.
pronouncing that right, Ben?
What is it?
Not sure.
What is it
Is
known
that-
as?
That one.
Keneq.
K-U-N.
Ken.
Q.
Oh.
Keen Q. Can you? Just continue. It's all right.
All right. Risk class is danger.
Oh my god.
And assigned site, Site 44. Site director, Carter C. Carter.
Carter from the Avengers. All right, continue.
And is Sam Mitchell. Assigned task force is MTF Gamma 4. And that is all the information I can get because it's a level 3 confidential. That is literally what it said.
I have another
I find
one.
it funny that you couldn't get much more information on a level 3 while fucking
I was able to read 4s and
the-
5s.
yeah, the
What is
fucking
it
one
again?
I read was a 4.
It's SCP-8036. Cujo.
8036.
It would be on, I
I
believe,
can
8036?
Yeah.
I think I can look at it right here. Here it is. Yeah, structure 836, right?
8036.
8036? Oh, I have not seen
Yeah, you have to
this
go all the
one.
way up to the 8000s.
We can only go up to 900.
No, you
Hang on.
can. You have to click on the other SCP by series.
803.
I believe it's the last one. Yeah, it's the last one.
Okay. Is it a... Ah! 8036. Here we are. This page no longer exists. Oh.
Really?
Uh-oh. Wow.
Because it's showing up for me.
Ah, here we are. Found it.
Let's say, did Kenny go into the 05 fucking records?
No, I found what he's talking about. I want to look in this.
Kenny, are you a member of the 05 and you haven't told us?
I will not tell anything about SCPs.
Sounds like you're a member
There
of the
is
05 and you
nothing. There's actually nothing, Ben.
I could actually get into it though if I really wanted to.
God damn.
This has nothing.
Because as you can see, Garen, there's a create account or sign in up there.
Yeah.
At the top. I believe if we signed up for it, we could probably see a lot more.
Oh my god, I feel like this is something I really want to get back into again. Just to talk, because this is really shocking.
Oh, this SCP is kind of fun.
Is it kind of cool?
It says, I don't know. I haven't really. It's SCP 7084.
770.
7084.
Okay, continue.
I don't care who the IRS sends. I'm not paying my taxes. I haven't clicked on to it yet.
Oh, that's great.
I was like, that's kind of funny.
I got one for you, guys. SCP-487, the Tooth Fairy.
487.
478. So this object class is Ecluded? Is that what it's called again, Ben?
Euclid.
Euclid?
Euclid.
Instances of 478 are to be surgically removed whole from the victims before death. After recovery, they are kept in a specialized vacuum-sealed lockers within Biome Site 66. Instances of 478 do not able to pass through solid matter, thus must be held indefinitely unless damaged. Mildly affect victims by may be treated in normal civilians medically established by Foundation surgeons under the guise of orthodontic surgery. General sedation is to be administered as per normal surgery. Several affect victims of 478 to be recovered by the nearest Foundation establishment are subsequently moved to Site 16 for study. Because of 478 unique structure, infected individuals are not to be terminated prematurely. Victims deemed capable of full recovery may be treated for infections and released as above. Survivors may be administered to Class B amnesiac. I think that's amnesiac.
Yeah, amnesiac.
Yeah, amnesiac. And false memories are to be planted. Yeah.
Memory wipers.
Okay, description. This is terrifying. This is why I'm telling you this one. So 478 are small entities of inconsistent size and shape that resemble a dark-colored butterfly or moth in flight. Wild instances have been encountered a number of times, but due to their elusive nature making capture difficult, extract instances of 478 do not seem to need to sleep, eat, breathe, or breed. I don't want to know. After some testing with captured instances, it is understood that 478 are somewhat predatory and normally prey exclusively on humans under the age of 25. Okay, thank God. I got worried. Furthermore, 478 most often seeks out individuals who have not yet shed all their deciduous teeth, deductious, I don't know how to say that word. 478 will enter a victim's mouth while they sleep and attach onto the soft palate and the upper nasal cavity, usually blocking one nostril. The body's mucus production will increase, leading the victim upon waking to believe that they have developed a minor cold. From there, the victim's palate will begin to generate teeth in addition to gingivitis gums. Gingivitis? something like gums, normal placement of teeth. This growth process will begin at a rate several times faster than normal tooth growth and quickly increase in speed and severity. The palate's generation of new teeth will continue until the entire palate has been covered, proceeding down the victim's throat and esophagus. Over the course of 2 to 4 days, these teeth will completely saturate the stomach lining and then begin growing within the lungs and the subcutaneous layer of skin. The skeletal calcium will leach away, providing material for the new teeth, and is an increasingly painful process. The growth will continue until the entire digestive tract has been saturated by dental tissue, after which 478 will exit the victim's mouth and flee. The teeth within the stomach are exposed to a body's normal acid production, while the teeth within the skin will group closely together, forming ridged masses of dental material underneath the surface. All teeth are normal beyond placement and containing a root, nerve, and enamel. It is unknown exactly how or why 478 caused this explosive new growth of dental tissue. That is terrifying. Your entire lower body is like fucking growing tissue of like nerves and enamel and teeth, and your calcium levels just skyrocket down because you're just like giving all your minerals for teeth that you don't want. And the top of your mouth.
Need.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking terrifying. Oh my god.
Terrifying.
Terrifying. Oh my god. Dude, there's like so much.
Okay. Ben, what's your next one?
I had linked out, so I hadn't even gotten it, but I know how to get it.
So remember you saying something about yours.
I found something.
Yep. Alright. I've got it. SCP 3000. It is not one you can read because it is classified by level 5 access. But it is a massive aquatic serpent. Found a Fanda wiki that has more information. So it is a massive fucking eel, possibly related to the Hindu god Anantasia. Apologies if I butchered that fucking
Word,
thing.
whatever.
But it is a massive aquatic serpentine entity that strongly resembles a giant moray eel. The full size of SCP-3000 is impossible to determine, but it is estimated to be roughly between 600 and 900 kilometers in length. Now, for our American side, that would be... Hold on, let me get my... that is anywhere between 372.8 miles and 559 miles in length.
What?
And its head roughly measures in 2.5 meters in diameter.
Oh my god.
It is located in the sea that is right next to India. I don't remember the name of that sea. Let me see if Google Maps has the name of it. Probably not. Yeah, it's located, I believe, in the Arabian Sea. But this is why it's majorly a class 5 thing. It secretes a liquid that is quite literally the origin of the amnesiacs from that the Foundation uses all the time. So you know those specific things that talks about removing people's memories? It all comes from SCP-3000.
Are they just like milking this bitch?
No, it just kind of secretes it naturally, so...
Oh! So they just rub up to the... They just grab an ampule bottle and they just rub the bottle across its skin?
They can't physically go there. They have to use machines to get it because they know it has psychic abilities, because when the Foundation agent named Williams was exposed to it, he began smashing his head against the submarine window before dying while whispering, "There's nothing."
Oh.
and it only it secretes this substance that is known as Y909 while it's eating its prey.
Okay.
That's something. Matt, you got one, buddy?
So just it's in the 7,000s. Found it. SCP 7,359.
Ah, no, we're 10 off from 69.
59. Choose your own SCP adventure.
What?
That's an SCP. 7,359. And it's called Choose Your Own SCP Adventure.
Good God. What is it about entirely?
Choosing your own SCP adventure. I'm not going into it.
What's the number of it?
7,359.
I ended up accidentally typing 8 instead of 7.
7,359.
I heard you. I just hit the wrong button.
God.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's quite literally a choose your own adventure book. So we can't go into it. You click into the wiki, and it's quite literally a choose your own adventure book.
And I love how before you click into it, it says whatever you finish, you will die.
Cool.
Okay, so whatever you do, I made the mistake of doing this because I was just scrolling through, and I found SCP-6969. Do not say anything about that one.
What? No, 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 no. I
Yep,
want to know.
I'm reading this time.
Uh,
Look, you said my favorite numbers.
You can't just sit.
You said my favorite numbers.
Yeah, I gotta go in this one.
69.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. It has
Hang on.
multiple warnings, including me, and that by Overseer Council, it's been logged due to repeated malicious external and internal attempts to make edits to the documentation.
The
But,
joke
okay,
is
here
sex.
We go.
The joke is sex.
I'm reading this.
I couldn't even
By-
Really good.
By the order of the Overseer Council, the following file has been locked due to repeated malicious external and internal attempts to make edits to the documentation. The purpose of these attacks are not currently known. Proceed with caution. Alright, access.
Yep. So, containment
It's a
class.
bed! There's a
Peter.
fucking...
Yeah, containment class is Keter. Destruction class and risk class are both pending. Alright, strap yourselves in, boys.
Oh, don't threaten me with a good time.
Special containment procedures. Due to the inherent nature of the anomalous activation conditions within human biology, SCP-6969 nice cannot be contained at this time. Efforts are directed towards nullifying the thaumaturgical activication of SCP-6969 on a global scale via application
Thaumaturgical. Yeah.
of the thaumaturgical interpolator. Termination
Maturgical.
string.
Maturgical.
It's like
Thaumaturgical.
Thaumaturgical.
Yeah, that
But
one.
regardless, as SCP-6969's efforts are self-censoring and global neutralization would be immensely costly, this is considered a low priority. Access to this file is restricted to individuals with level 5 6969 clearance to prevent panic amongst wider Foundation personnel. Due to the large amount of individuals attempting to access this file for unknown reasons, editing the file has been locked and requires O5 or research lead credentials. Description. SCP-6969 is the designation for a thaumaturgic biological process which occurs during ejaculation.
Ah,
When a human
yes.
being attempts to discharge, whether during the process of intercourse or more commonly not, a series of internal thaumaturgic processes occur within the individual's genitals, affecting the entire
Genitalia.
body.
This just turned into very.
Over the duration of approximately 2 seconds, the affected subject will enter and experience a casual time loop, repeatedly beginning at the moment of ejaculation and lasting a short period of time. No changes to the subject's physiology are preserved between time loops, save for 2 factors. 1, the activity of the nervous system, and 2, sperm's genetic composition were applicable. Upon conclusion of an unknown number of repetitions, the casual time loop ceases, and a secondary thaumaturgic effect activates. The secondary effect resets the nervous system to the state it was when the time loop began, allowing for the seamless transition between pre- and post-orgasm states by resetting memory. Following this, anomalous activity related to SCP-6969 ceases. Research suggests that affected subjects may experience a subjective time of anywhere from 16 days to roughly 73 quintillion years every ejaculation.
What? Hold on here. So you're telling me this guy busts a nut 73 quintillion years of ejaculation? So this is like the biggest nut you've ever seen.
No, it's not just one nut, it's multiple nuts happening all at once.
Oh
because
my
it's
god.
a fucking time loop.
Talk about impregnation. Holy shit.
I was about to say, that is how you make sure your woman's pregnant.
Okay.
Well, I got one for you, and I think we'll end it there because we won't go on for too long, I promise.
Okay.
SCP-427, Lovecraftian Locket. So this is an HP Lovecraft SCP. So object class is safe. So it's 427, by the way.
4.
Yeah.
2.
So this is... Oh, good God. So for this instance, it is also known as a keter and a safe. So description of 427. It's a small spherical ornately ornament kind of carved locket made out of a polished silver metal. The ornate carvings do not seem to serve any function. It is unknown whether 427's outer casing was crafted by sentients or not. Its circumference at its widest point is roughly 3 centimeters. So 427 was created after placing a pill of SCP-500 and the input booth of 914 using the fine setting. It describes as no unusual activity when closed. When open, a small glowing orb is visible at the center. The orb emits no radiation or energy aside from the visible spectrum. So when 427 is open and exposed to biological tissue, it rapidly regenerates cellular damage and somehow is able to purge invading compounds and infections. As a standard of measure, the common cold takes 3 to 10 days to be worked through the human immune system and eventually removed. In the presence of an open of SCP-427, this time is reduced to 2 to 4 minutes. Its healing abilities are directional, so anything not in the line of sight within the central orb experiences no effects. However, long-term exposure produces a significant health hazard. As the locket heals damage, it optimizes the body's natural systems. Resistance to disease and toxins is increased by 500% compared to LD500 or death rate values after a total of 10 minutes of exposure, and 1,000% after 15. After 15 minutes of exposure, muscular systems begin to optimize the increasing strength and pain tolerance by 200 to 300%. Oh my god. All other systems continue to optimize. Class D personnel exposed to the device for over an hour totally begin mutating into a shapeless mass of tissue. Oh my god. The conversion time accelerates with with continued exposure to 427. They are known as the Flesh Beasts, so named due to their appearance. Created by SCP-427, are incredibly aggressive, attacking any and all personnel on site with lethal results. They are highly resistant to most known weaponry, but can be disabled with a sufficient shock trauma or heat in excess of 1,100 degrees Celsius, 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way. Intelligence cannot accurately gauge, but mapping out biological enhancements of the brain as a direct relationship with optimization of other systems suggests intelligence could exceed levels measured in humans when fully transformed. So that is the thing about that one. You could become a fleshy monster. That's terrifying. Not as cool as 6969, but damn.
Yeah, 69 is the best SCP. I'll take no one can tell me otherwise. This is just factual.
Yeah, you just want to bust the biggest nut you've ever felt in your life.
No comment.
No comment. Oh my god. Does anyone else have anything else before we end this? Holy shit, that was actually fun.
You know what? I'm gonna find one last one. Just because you brought up Lovecraft, I'm bringing up the best one from the Lovecraft as soon as I find it. So give me a matter of seconds.
There's one called SCP-407 called the Song of Genesis.
So this is SCP-2662. Object class was originally Euclid, but is now Keter. Special containment procedure. Containment of SCP-2662 is primarily focused on preventing unauthorized entry into its containment unit. For this purpose, on-site Task Force Tau 9, belligerent bodyguards, has been organized to guard SCP-2662's containment unit and keep track of new religious followings focusing on the worship of SCP-2662. Task Force Tau 9 this is crossed out, to use non-lethal methods when dealing with an attempt of unauthorized access. Uncrossed out, authorized to use lethal force if necessary. All members of Task Force Tau 9 are to be tested biannually for cognitohazardous influence. As containment of SCP-2662 is completely voluntary, it is currently contained in an enlarged humanoid containment unit with standard safety measures for low-risk humanoids as detailed in document 0998-KA. Additionally, SCP-2662 is allowed one copy of a daily newspaper of its choice, a computer, and requested computer games totaling no more than $50 every month.
Jesus!
SCP-2662 is a cognitohazardous entity approximately 4 meters in height and 200 kilograms in weight. SCP-2662 appears to be in a vaguely humanoid shape with approximately 20 additional muscular hydrostats and similar structure to a cephalopod limbs attached to its back. These limbs are fully functional and allow SCP-2662 to perform up to 10 different tasks at once. SCP-2662's primary anomalous effect only occurs after long-term repeated exposure, usually by being in the same room or interacting daily with SCP-2662. Subjects exposed to SCP-2662 for a period of 6 months or longer are at risk of becoming acutely aware of SCP-2662's wants or needs and are compelled to fulfill them. They may also suffer from quasi-psychotic episodes when under stress. SCP-2662 is unable to affect humans that have a 2 or higher MARS, Mind Affecting Resistance Scale, score. SCP-2662's secondary anomalous effect is the spontaneous generation of religious followings at an approximate rate of at least once a month. This generation is involuntary and causes SCP-2662 notable distress. Religious groups generated by SCP-2662 usually focus on attempting to break into its containment unit in order to perform various rituals that are violent and or sexual in nature. These groups tend to be highly organized and appear to adapt to each failed attempt, despite there being generally no contact between the different religious followings. Below is an incomplete log of incidents related to SCP-2662. A full list can be found in document 2662-I. These are only 3, so I'll read these. Incident 2662-07 on blank of 2003. A religious group known as Towards Him spell him like a music hymn, successfully broke into SCP-2662's containment. Incident 2662-13 on blank of blank in 2005, a religious group known as the Betrothed successfully broke into SCP-2662's containment. And finally, SCP-2662-78 on blank of blank in 2014, an unnamed religious group consisting of D-Class personnel and 2 members of Task Force Tau 9 successfully broke into SCP-2662's containment. SCP-2662 was redesignated as Keter upon further review of Incident 2662-78. Basically, in the world of SCP, Cthulhu is a gamer teenager who just wants to be left alone.
Oh my.
He just
Jesus.
wants to game. And like I have to say, just mood. I too just want to be left alone to game.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's the last one for me.
Yeah.
There's a weird one, but I will not go to this one because I think we might come back to this eventually.
Yeah, because there's a lot that we can go through, but I don't know if we should go through a lot just for this. We
this
can do a part 2 of
this is a
SCP.
multiple part thing, dude. This is
Oh yeah.
so much interesting than I thought. Holy shit.
To be honest, most of the topics covered here will be multi-parted because there's just so much on these topics.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was something amazing.
And different.
Oh my god.
Anybody who's listening should definitely comment their favorite SCP.
Oh yes. Comment your favorite SCP. Go do as deep as you want or just let us know.
Yeah.
Scariest, the weirdest. Just comment.
I think the
Kenny,
ice cream
you want to say
truck.
anything?
Ice cream truck's
No,
scary,
Got
man.
nothing to say.
Ice
Bye.
cream. Fuck the ice cream truck. That's all I gotta say. All right, guys. Hope you enjoy. Stay tuned for another podcast. It happens every Sunday. Yeah, maybe a bit late, but we're recorded on Sunday. It will be uploaded. We'll be seeing you guys at the next podcast. Bye, guys.